I'm Deputy Holloway. I'm the School Resource Officer at Indian Creek Middle School. My impact on this school is safety, number one. Number two is setting a role model for the students and teaching them about the laws. Because if they don't know about the laws, they don't know that they're breaking a law. I'm here not only as a law enforcement, but I'm also here when they need that person to speak with, to set an example that things that I've endured through my lifetime, I can relate with whatever situation they're going through, and we can work through it together. Well, we had a student who wanted to make a difference in their life. They had come from a different school system. They'd been a fighter. The first day, they were seeking me out. Can you help me get through this school year and be totally different? Well, needless to say, the student had 0 fights, came back this year, and is on the football team. They know that I'm here for them, but they also know at the end of the day, I'm going to do my job. So if you break a law, I am going to deal with you. But in order for you to know that you've broken a law, I teach you about the laws first. This is Miss Daniel. She works with Viewpoint. Just a casual conversation about what do you feel the SRO, how we benefit the school system.
So the SRO is the legal aspect. What I have found is that oftentimes our children come here not necessarily knowing about the laws because parents don't often disclose those details to children. And with you being here in-house, any questions that arise, they know that they can come to you and you would give them the scoop on what's needed and things they can take out of here outside of the middle school educational arena.
Do you have maybe an instance where you think I've benefited a child?
Of course, many. So children often come and talk to me, whether they're my clients or not. And oftentimes when they're not my client, I'm more apt to send them to you because you are the one who is going to tell them, hey, this is what it's going to look like, especially as you grow. If you have questions about drugs, if you have questions about alcohol, I always send them to you. I always make sure that they understand that we may be able to support you here, but outside of here, this is what's going to look different. Oftentimes they come and they have questions that they're afraid to ask their parents. And with you being in-house, I trust you enough to say, hey, this is the go-to person. This is the person who's not only going to keep you safe at Indian Creek, but also is going to educate you on things that you may not feel comfortable talking to your mom and dad about.
Some of the conversations that you and I have held with students, do you feel that I have prepared them for high school?
Of course. Not only do you prepare them for high school, you introduce the legal aspect to them in 6th grade. And then you reiterate when they enter into 7th grade and then 8th grade. So when they leave Indian Creek, there is no reason for them to say, I did not know. I did not know what it means to walk around with a vape in my pocket or to say, hey, I want to smoke weed or pretend they're rolling up something in the hallway. They realize that there are some consequences behind those behaviors.
Okay. Anything you think I could do better or do different?
I think that perhaps not only should we introduce the legal aspect in the beginning, but possibly review it mid-year because children around that springtime, it seems like everything kind of go in one ear and come out of the other, and they're on a level 10 around spring. And I think if we keep just teaching them and talking to them and repeating what it is that's needed in school about the importance of not doing things that are not conducive to learning, it will be important. I think mid-year and the end of the year will be impacting for the students to kind of just review what you said to them at the beginning of the year so it won't be any discrepancies.
Okay, well thank you for taking the time to talk with me, and hopefully we have an awesome year this year.
We will. Thank you so much, Holloway.
Thank you.